Like and subscribe right now, or you're going to have bad luck for the rest of the week. The current estimate suggests that there are approximately 8.6 million different species of animals in the world, and the majority of them are yet to be discovered. However, in this small world, we interact with animals almost every single day in many different ways. We hear the early morning birds chirp, we enjoy puppies and kittens cuddling with us, and we hear insects feeding on leaves as well as lizards catching moths. While all these experiences are quite common, all of them are special, as they are a part of our planet's beautiful and unparalleled nature. 15 most amazing animal encounters in the world. Number 15. Lions. The kings of the jungle have a reputation for being strong, courageous animals with a very intriguing appearance, and it is always exciting for humans to be able to watch them, if not pet them. South Africa's Kruger National Park allows tourists to drive through the habitat of several wild animals, allowing them to be close to these animals. During a normal day at the park, the tourists had to halt their journey. The reason was because a female lion was laying down in the middle of the earth. The massive male lion intended to mate with the lioness, but upon getting rejected, became extremely frustrated. The big cat then went towards the tourists and snapped out a window of a car full of tourists out of anger. Luckily, the window was up, so the lion could not harm anyone. Nevertheless, an open tourist bus can be seen in the background of the video, and they were fortunate that the lion did not come towards them, as he could have been quite aggressive. Number 14. Leopard. Leopards are massive yet adorable cats that live in the wild. Naturally, it is very uncommon for someone to interact with them. However, the safari park in Botswana allows this enticing experience. In this video, a curious leopard seems to approach the stationary vehicle of a tourist. Against the male's favor, the vehicle is open. Thus, it was very much possible for the leopard to tear the man apart if he wanted to. Nevertheless, the driver advised the man to stay completely still, as any quick movement could intimidate the giant cat. Surprisingly, the leopard came towards the man and investigated his shoe by sniffing it. The leopard accidentally left a small bleeding scratch on the man's shin, but did not attack as it backed out of fear when the driver pressed the throttle and the vehicle made noise. Number 13. Hyena. Hyenas are one of the very few animals that sit at the top of the food chain alongside lions, but they are criticized for always targeting the easiest prey. While they do not normally attack humans, they are more than capable of doing that, as they are both strong and smart animals. In the video, a man in an open vehicle in Africa seemed to have stopped to see a hyena. The hyena closes in slowly and cautiously towards the car and starts to investigate the stationary object. The man pulls out his phone to record the hyena, causing the beast to become interested in his device. Therefore, it starts approaching the man. It takes a sniff at the man's hand, who was brave enough to let the hyena do it without panicking and fleeing away. In the end, the hyena did not harm anyone, and the man obtained the experience of a lifetime. Number 12. Crocodile. Australia's Adelaide is well known for being home to a very high number of saltwater crocodiles who wonder about the saltwater bodies. They are extremely strong and large creatures known for their prowess as aquatic predators. In the following video, a bunch of tourists on a boat seem to be enjoying a little show where a man is using a chunk of meat attached to a string to tease a massive crocodile. Every time the colossal reptile jumps to grab onto the piece of meat, the man pulls it away, leaving the crocodile frustrated. The video also shows the reckless tourists with their arms dangling from the side of the boat, providing a chance for the crocodile to grab and pull one of the tourists into the water if it so desired. Number 11. Humpback whale. One of the largest and most fascinating creatures that can be found in the ocean is the humpback whale. Despite its massive size and strength, the whale has a reputation for being a playful creature. Here, a group of tourists seem to be cruising across the water, while gazing on the wonderful sight of humpback whales jumping out and diving back into the water. During this time, one of the playful whales decides to show off its skill by jumping out, twisting, and diving back into the water just a few feet away from the boat, splashing water onto the tourists and drenching them. The experience was a very rare opportunity for the visitors and an adventure they will never forget. Number 10. Killer whale. Killer whales are not as friendly as humpbacks and have a dangerous reputation for being excellent predators. They even feast on highly feared aquatic predators such as the great white shark. However, they rarely ever attack humans, and there have been no reported attacks on humans in the wild. Just beyond the coast of California, This man was lucky enough to be able to dive and swim for 3 entire hours with a shoal of killer whales. The whales seem to be enjoying the man's company, who swims around with them, recording the whole scene on camera. The interaction was truly amazing, and the man is extremely lucky to have been able to have this opportunity of a lifetime. Number 9. Buffalo. The buffalo species used to abundantly inhabit the North American regions, but have seen a major population decline over the years. The best way to visit these creatures nowadays is in a safari park. This video shows a woman who went to a safari park to spend some time looking at the buffalo, but she seemed to grab the particular interest of one of these animals. The buffalo seemed to be extremely hungry and put its head inside the woman's open car window. The woman gets freaked out and tries to drive away, but the buffalo keeps following her and sticks its head in the car again. Reacting, the woman feeds the hungry animal with bread, but fails to drive away as the buffalo keeps following her, wanting more. The video also shows the woman getting a lick from the abnormally enormous tongue of the buffalo. Number 8. Gorilla. Gorillas are well-known primates that we share a staggering 98% of our DNA with. They are extremely intelligent animals and have the strength of 20 adult men combined. However, we do not see them very often, as their population is limited. This video captured in a park in Uganda shows a man who wanted to go and meet the gorillas. But, to his surprise, a small group of gorillas seemed to be approaching him instead. The man crouched down and stayed still out of fear, hoping to not make the animals feel threatened in any way. Interestingly, the gorillas closed in on him and began investigating him by touching his back and hair. After a while, the gorillas became comfortable with the man, as if they considered him as one of their own. Number 7. Bear. Bears are extremely strong, wild animals who are capable of lifting over 500 kilograms, or 1,102 pounds. Least to say, it is always advised to maintain a proper distance from them. However, this video uploaded by BBC Earth shows their host Gordon Buchanan very close to a mama bear and her cub. He offered the mother a few grapes, and she gently accepted them. They were quite close and touched each other without any signs of violence or danger to him. However, a few moments later, the adult bear tugs her sharp teeth into the man's leg. Although Gordon did not interpret the bite as something offensive, he did move away from the two bears to avoid sustaining further injuries. Number 6. Tiger. Tigers are ferocious beasts that are a common element in almost every zoo and safari park. This zoo in the Philippines allows visitors to come really close to the tigers in a caged vehicle to protect them from the wild cats. The tourists can watch the zookeeper feed chunks of meat to the tigers through a small opening in safe conditions. After a while, the tiger takes a huge leap and lands on top of the vehicle, which initially frightened everyone on board. However, the tiger settled down on top of the vehicle, thereby amusing the tourists. Nevertheless, they had to wait for a long time for the tiger to come down before they could leave. Number 5. Kangaroo. We have probably already heard of this unique animal, and also know about the interesting fact that there are more kangaroos living in Australia than people. These creatures can grow as tall as a man, and are extremely strong as well as good fighters. It is always advised to stay away from them, even though kangaroo attacks on humans are extremely rare. This video shows a man extremely close to a very muscular kangaroo that could easily rip the man apart. However, the kangaroo seemed to peacefully enjoy the man feeding it and did not cause any kind of harm to him. Number 4. Elephant. Elephants are the largest land animals in the world, known for their massive size as well as their immense strength and intelligence. This video shows a subspecies known as the Sri Lankan elephant approaching an open car of tourists. The massive animal seemed to be hungry and poked its trunk into the car, hoping for food from the tourists. It did not harm them, despite having enough strength to effortlessly topple over the entire vehicle. The people seemed to enjoy petting the elephant trunk. Humans and elephants have always had a very close relationship, and they hold great importance in some religions and cultures. Number 3. Rhinoceros. Rhinos may not be as large as elephants, but they are still one of the larger land animals. They are extremely heavy herbivores, with their thick skin and a large horn, but they are also very agile. Unfortunately, this species is endangered all over the world, with some of its subspecies being extinct or at the brink of extinction. They are extremely rare in the wild, and the ones in captivity are taken good care of. Their diet depends entirely on plants, so they are not hostile to humans. They seem to get along well with humans, in fact, as can be seen in the safari park where they enjoy being petted by the visitors. Number 2. Seal. Seals are often known as aquatic puppies for their similar nature to those of puppies. They are adorable and friendly creatures, just as we can see in this video from the National Geographic where a baby seal tries to get on a kayak of two men. The men stop so the baby can get on, and when the man reaches out his hand, the adorable seal gives it a little sniff just like dogs do. Number 1. Cheetah. Cheetahs are known to be the fastest land animals. They may not be as aggressive and strong as lions or leopards, but they might still be quite dangerous. This video shot at the Masai Mara National Reserve Park in Kenya shows a cheetah entering an open car, investigating and sniffing around both the interior and exterior of the car. The man had nerves of steel to stay calm in the car while the cheetah walked around. Fortunately, the cheetah did not harm anyone and walked away once it got bored with toying with the visitor. That is all for today's video. Thank you all for watching. While you are here, go ahead and click on one of these two videos on your screen. See you there!